Inside the building. So the opening lineup for the Mavericks. Irving and Thompson fill out the wing. Washington and Gafford the combo inside. And it's Doncic in at the 1. And for the Timberwolves, Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Julius Randle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. We're excited to be here for opening day tip-off, Doris. It feels like the league is in a great place.
There is no doubt, BA, absolutely. To me, more talent in the league right now than potentially we've ever had before. And I don't just mean star talent. There's a depth of quality skill across the board. We know the shooting has revolutionized the game. It's going to be a fun year.
Oh, deflected and stolen by Irving. Pass to Doncic. Randle with a steal. Lobs it up to the rim.
Smooth finish off a terrific feat.
Man, the timing and execution couldn't have been any better right there. Doncic against Edwards. Here's Irving. It doesn't go for him.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
McDaniels finds Gobert. Outside for Randle from the arc. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Last time they met was in Minneapolis, where they beat the Timberwolves.
And last time out, they seized the advantage with their defensive pressure. They did a great job of just forcing a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, I thought the giveaways were a tremendous factor. They were taking some chances on D, jumping in the passing lanes, that sort of thing. And it really paid off for them.
And the shot's good.
They see the attention Luka draws. That's why his teammates get so many wide open looks.
Grant, as long as the Mavs have Luka Doncic, they'll be a contender in the West.
Yeah, no doubt. Luka is the special guy who can carry a team.
Oh,
get out of the way!
Flying high, throwing it down.
Clear the way.
Oh, give me a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender.
And it's Doncic on the drive. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Irving against Edwards. Perfect night so far, 2 for 2.
Boy, that defense must be better. Anthony Edwards getting it done on the interior.
Irving, the pass to Doncic. Gets the 3 ball to go.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Left side, Edwards. And Doris, you watch Anthony Edwards year to year. He just keeps reaching a new level.
He wants greatness badly. He's putting in the time, BA, to get there. Anthony Edwards, the shooting, the confidence, the leadership, everything's growing. He's now producing like an MVP. Look out, everybody. Here he comes.
Grant, when it comes to Anthony Edwards, fair to say he's meeting expectations so far.
Oh, no question, BA. The first overall pick in the 2020 draft, Edwards has been anything but a bust. Now we are seeing him trying to compete for titles.
Outside McDaniels. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
Well, making it look very easy. Right at the rim, McDaniels with the finish.
And here's Thompson for 3. McDaniels with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 5. Out to the right wing. Here's Randle using his post moves to get the 2 points.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Doncic passes to Washington. Back to Doncic. Knocks down the triple. Doncic has got 6 points.
Well, this is what makes Luka so special. He's so unpredictable.
Edwards with it. Now Doncic defending. The whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That's his first foul.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Doncic passes to Washington. Back to Doncic. And it's blocked by Edwards.
Wow, great defensive play by Anthony Edwards, engaged on that end of the floor right now.
Randall outside. McDaniels against Thompson. Shot clock at 5. The rebound by Klay Thompson. Mavericks trail by 4. Irving, the pass to Washington. Edwards against Doncic. There's the drive, and Doncic with the jam.
Luka, one of the most prolific drivers in the game, and boy, does he make a pretty move there.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Thompson. Edwards for 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Well, a good close contest so far as we... Some good action already in this one. But a fairly even matchup after this first quarter of play. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, their offense is clicking so far, capturing the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Taking a look at the Mavericks. Washington and Gafford, the combo inside. Irving and Thompson fill out the wings. And it's Doncic in at the 1 spot. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Irving. That one's good. This game is all even. Irving's got his second basket of the night.
Well, solid work from Kyrie right there. This guy never fears going against bigger players. His shot making is too good.
Pass to Randall. No good. Ooh, Washington with the defensive effort. And it really feels like the chemistry of this Timberwolves team has taken a step forward.
And B.A., you know this. Winning always enhances that energy and chemistry. But beyond that, this is a roster full of players that have had individual success, and now they're hungry and thirsty for team success, because that's the true measure.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Luka Doncic is in elite company. Coach Jason Kidd said he's in the atmosphere of MJ, LeBron, Kobe, the best to ever do it. He's doing something that Dallas has never seen, breaking all the records that stand up in front of him. He is a winner, and he will win multiple championships when it's all said and done. High praise, Brian.
Absolutely. Thanks, Allie. Thompson outside. And fouled as he went up to dunk. Good aggressive move. He'll shoot a pair. It's on Dante DiVincenzo.
Well, he does a lot of his work on the interior, more than people realize. Klay Thompson gets those calls because of his willingness to put himself in tough spots.
Both free throws good from Thompson. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, B.A., they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side. It didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Doncic against McDaniels. Doncic outside. Oh, Luka playing grown man ball inside.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
DiVincenzo with it. Trying to make up for his poor performance in that loss to Portland. Gobert on the high post. Over Gafford. And it's Gobert in the comfort zone.
You love the touch from Rudy Gobert. He's put a ton of work into his offensive game.
There aren't many more dominant defenders in the NBA than Gobert.
Well, that's definitely fair to say, B.A., because his defense has an outsized influence on a game. The inside presence changes an opponent's game plan.
And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Gafford with a screen on DiVincenzo. Irving for 3. It's rebounded by Minnesota. And here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Doris, you look at the tools McDaniels has on defense. He can be special.
He can. There's incredible length, the reach, the strength. McDaniels very much able to be a shutdown defender against the best offensive players in the game.
And Jason Kidd inking a multi-year contract extension, Doris. He'll remain the Dallas head coach.
Well, B.A., you have to give Jason a ton of credit for the job he's done with this basketball team. And think about it. Your coach is a Hall of Fame level floor general in his own right. And now your best player, Luka Doncic, is an elite point guard. Just a perfect match.
Doncic finds Thompson. And stolen by Edwards. A minute 37 left to play in the second quarter. Pass to DiVincenzo. 6 on the shot clock. And he drops in the layup off the glass. DiVincenzo's got his first basket of the night.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
There's the triple. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now.
He has that confidence rolling, hitting 2 threes in the first. He hasn't had one since.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Well, if you're on the defensive end, you can't fall for Rudy Gobert's tricks. This guy is very crafty at using that up fake.
He makes 1 or 2 that time.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
And Irving gets it to go.
This second quarter, he's been much better, improving over that slow start.
Now Edwards. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against the Trailblazers in Portland.
Boy, and defensively, he had them off balance. He was able to come away with 4 steals.
Minnesota shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts of the game. And that one misses. And Grant, the success of teams like the Timberwolves showing that size still matters.
Yeah, in this pace and space era, that may have come into question just a bit, but size and skill combined has always been your best bet at winning.
Doncic outside. Poke loose. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Randall. And Gafford with the block.
Boy, you see the great timing of Daniel Gafford on the defensive end.
Thompson against Edwards. 6 to shoot. Another miss by Minnesota. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. It's Minnesota. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We will see everyone right back after this break, ready for the second half.
Look here now at the Mavericks. You really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have. Getting to that first half of action from Minnesota, they find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
Their work on the glass has been superb.
And that's it for half.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
He was getting into the lane easily that first half. It's just relentless.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
Joe Ingles is out there with Miller. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. This shot by Hardy, no good.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
And that one's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Yeah, Naz Reid's ability to run the floor, get out in transition.
Pass to Powell. Here's Hardy. Powell, a screen on Conley. Here's Hardy. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Alexander Walker, the pass to Reed. And up the court they come. The Mavericks on the break. Exum outside. Pass to Hardy. Stolen by Miller. Right side, Alexander Walker. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Fires for three. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lively. Our 2K leaderboard, focusing on last year's three-point shooting leaders. Mike Conley, third.
He shot with nearly unmatched confidence from the arc last year, and the numbers and his position on this list clearly reflect that.
All right, time now to pick it up. You're 1 for 4, and you certainly don't want to give your opponent momentum.
Pass to Powell for the lead. The rebound by Ingles. The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in this second half. Drops in the layup for 2.
Hey, this guy is competitive, he's tough, and he'll play through contact. Mike Conley doing work inside.
Hardy, the pass to Powell. Here's Hardy. He's guarded by Conley. And the foul called on Nickeil Alexander Walker. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
For 3, Hardy. Can't get it to drop.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, the Mavericks are looking to contend. Coach Jason Kidd said, we're trying to build a championship team, and it's not easy. Dallas has not talked about that for a long time. So to talk about that, it's pretty cool. To be able to build it takes time. We have the personnel, we have the team. Brian, that's confidence.
Yep, and they're in win-now mode, Allie. Thank you. And it's on Dante Exum. That's his first foul of the game. Conley passes to Miller. Alexander Walker with it. Outside Conley. 5 on the clock. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Conley's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Mike Conley has mastered pick-and-roll play and does such a good job making the right decisions.
Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
Woo-wee! What a big finish out of the backcourt.
That might be exactly what they needed at this point of the game.
Boy, as tight as this one is, that's a statement play saying, hey, listen, we're not here to back down from you guys.
Here's Reed. He gets it in there. Reed's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Boy, Naz Reed able to concentrate and finish despite incredible defense.
Exum passes to Powell. Back to Exum. Driving in, and he dunks it down.
Well, the athleticism of Dante Exum takes flight and flushes it home.
Outside, Alexander Walker. And it's on Dante Exum. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
50 seconds left in the third. Conley with the ball. Exum picks him up. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Alexander Walker, and he gets that one. And the Timberwolves lead by 3.
Conley is like a second coach on the floor. His guys are open. I promise you he'll get them the ball.
Powell outside for the tie. And Conley grabs the miss. And so Conley will bring it up for Minnesota. When this one's in the books, they'll be off to Sacramento, taking on the Kings. It's a quick turnaround on the road. Just one game. Mavericks trail by 3. Here's Exum. That misses. And a chance to tie it. Right side Conley uses the glass to finish the layup. Conley's got 6 points in the quarter.
Good job attacking. Those restricted area shots are what every NBA team is looking for.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's Minnesota leading by 5. And coming up as soon as we return from break. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason.
We've taken all jump shots.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the floor for Dallas starting the fourth quarter. Thompson, small forward. Washington holding down the floor. The two stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. And it's Gafford in at the center position. Edwards for 3. The triple hits for Edwards.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
Doncic passes to Irving. Down low. Kicks it to Doncic. Thompson with a screen. Washington outside. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
DiVincenzo finds Edwards. Outside for Randall. And the layup falls. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Thompson against McDaniels. Ooh, McDaniels with a steal. It's Edwards on the wing. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. This one for 3. And Dallas hits again from deep.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Edwards against Thompson. Outside Edwards with the drive. Oh, big finish!
Oh, did you see that?
Combination of size and athleticism makes Anthony Edwards so tough to check on the drive. Good luck and good night.
Irving with it. He's picked up by Edwards. Doncic! Count it!
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Edwards. That shot, no good. Nice D from Thompson. Irving for 3. Gafford passes to Irving. Washington with the ball. Doncic outside. Washington a screen on Edwards. Here's Doncic. Whoa, some artistry there from Doncic.
He has been taking and making big shots for a long time. Look at Doncic with the delivery.
Klay Thompson picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul so far.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Pass to McDaniels. Clock at 6. Back to Edwards. Muscles it inside. Wow.
Anthony Edwards relishes big-time moments, and he delivers right there.
Doncic passes to Irving. Driving inside. DiVincenzo with the steal. Randall outside. Lays it up and banks it in. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats. How the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet. And has come up big a few times for them.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many
Oh! Edwards with the highlight reel jam.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
Yeah, Luka Doncic, one of the few guys you want handling the ball in crunch time.
Here's Edwards. And he got the whistle on the way. And no surprise here. At this stage of the game, they're going to use the coach's challenge. Make them take another look at the call.
Foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Well, you like when a guy calmly steps up, knocks down the free throws, exactly what you want.
That three's off the mark.
Just enough of a shot contest to bother him. Every moment counts here. They have got to get moving.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip.
Doncic, no good. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. So that'll be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point ball game.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one.
Well, it's been a hard-fought battle through much of the night. They just missed out on a couple of opportunities they'd love to do over.
And so it's Minnesota with the W. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, B.A.
edition of the NBA on, and now the Golden State Warriors starters. Up front is Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. Curry is out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Wiggins in at the small forward. And for Minnesota, Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point. Now that the new season is tipped off, Richard, how important is it to get things off to a good start?
I'd say it's fairly important, but this is a long season, Kevin. It's about sustaining a high level of play consistently.
Now here's Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Melton. Here's Edwards. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in. Lobbed up there for Green, and Green slams it in.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Melton against Edwards. The Warriors pull it in.
Had enough room to finish, and that's what he'll usually make.
Wiggins surveying the floor. There's the drive, and Wiggins throws it down.
Slicing his way to a shot. Wiggins can be so crafty inside.
Edwards against Melton. It's Edwards on the wing. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Edwards. 5 to shoot. Makes it off the glass.
And he's a true inside-out threat. Edwards wants to score from everywhere on the floor.
You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you gotta look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Gobert gets the bucket.
And Gobert showing how much he wanted that basket.
DiVincenzo against Curry. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Drills the three-pointer. Edwards got 5 points so far.
And you have to stay up on Edwards out there, which is dangerous because he's so good at going right around you.
Outside for Curry. That ball's ice feed that time from Wiggins.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Jackson Davis with it. Picked up by Edwards. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Now here's Curry. Up and in. Off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Rudy Gobert has tied for the most defensive player of the year awards all time, but he's challenging himself to do more offensively. He said it's all about just being okay with missing or making mistakes, freeing my mind and doing the things that I work on to get out of the shell that I was being put in. Kevin, back to you.
All right, David Aldridge, we thank you for that report. And here are the Warriors now. After the basket by Minnesota. Offensive rebound, Jackson Davis. Pass to Melton. Wiggins, a screen on it. Melton, no good. Timberwolves trail from downtown. Draymond Green with the rebound.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Curry deciding where to go with it. Around the back and lays it in. Curry's got 7 points in the game.
Shots are just flowing from him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. For three, Edwards. Edwards with another miss. And here we go. Here's Melton. Missed inside. And so the first quarter is in the books. Warriors lead by 4. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
And Greg, it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to prove himself in the NBA.
There's so much to like about his game. As outstanding as his offense is, his defense cannot be overlooked. He is a lockdown presence when he needs to be.
Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniels. Gobert is out there with Randall, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. Now, here's McDaniels. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Curry with it. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. And the defense didn't have position. They whistle a blocking foul, and he'll go to the line. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. GA, what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone running off screens, but especially late on drives to the rim.
Oh, here's Edwards. He has 5. Draymond Green with the rebound.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
Here's Melton. Still yet to score. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Minnesota comes into this one following a loss to the Trailblazers in Portland. Curry passes to Green. Pass to Melton. Curry setting the pick for Melton. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Now here's Randall. Pass to DiVincenzo. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Warriors.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And also, they're doing something you don't see as much anymore, and that is converting time and time again from the mid-range.
Now here's Curry. 9 points in the game so far. And eventually, every player, GA, has to grapple with age, realizing they've lost a step or two against the young fellas. And sometimes, that is a very slow realization.
Oh, it is, Kevin. Hopefully, by that point, it's less about financial security and more about prolonging the inevitable, simply for the love of the game.
Here's Gobert. Shoots over Jackson Davis. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Gobert's got 6.
And the big man from France, Gobert, a menace around the rim.
No one near Curry as he lets it go. Offline with his 3. Timberwolves trail by 6. Here's Edwards. Edwards with the dunk of the night.
Oh, my. What a huge flush by Edwards, showing off right now.
Here's Curry in the hoop for his 4th field goal. 4 for 7 shooting and looking for more.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic. helping to build this lead.
Greg, since reaching 5 consecutive NBA Finals.
Wow. A good read by Edwards, playing at his pace and carving out space for that shot.
And here is Curry, 11 points in the game. Kicks it out to Wiggins. From outside, off the mark.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough." Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own.
Always being physical. But, David, that's their identity. And we thank you for the report. And here's Edwards after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Curry on the drive. Score the basket. It's number 6 for him this game. 6 for 9, 67% shooting. Timberwolves trail by 4. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Randall with a screen for DiVincenzo. And good that time. DiVincenzo's got 4 points in the quarter.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Outside Curry. Gets it off. And no good on the last second attempt this time. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
Playing well on the road can be very difficult. They're doing a good job despite the challenges.
Away from home, they aren't let and change.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Curry has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And on the floor for Steve Kerr as we get into the second half. Kevon Looney out there with Kyle Anderson. Then there's Brandon Podziemski. Then it's Kuminga, and it's Hield in at the 2 spot. Podziemski with it, defended by Alexander Walker.
How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
Outside Conley. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Hield. They grab their own miss. The kick out to Anderson. Tries again. And he lays it up and in. And the Warriors lead by 4.
Look at Hield's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
Richard with Buddy Hield. We're talking about one of the best shooters in the NBA.
No question, he is a marksman. He's going to have to be a mercenary, though. He is the type of an outside threat that every team needs. I don't care what the offensive system is, Buddy Hield will find a way to score.
Here's Looney. They shoot again. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Looney's got his first basket.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort. And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make kind of kickstart, kind of wake them up here in this third quarter after missing their first few shots.
Outside, Kuminga. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Kuminga's got his first 3 points of the game.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Alexander Walker. Kuminga, screen on Conley. Driving the lane.
just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Picked by Reed. Here's Alexander Walker. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
He doesn't get the second one. Richard, we know that not many teams have had steady core players like the Warriors have had over the past decade.
Well, there's so much player movement these days, and it's hard to keep any roster intact, let alone a superstar team like Golden State. He may not have that traditional power forward build, but his bounce, well, that kind of levels the playing field.
And Buddy Hield is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Alexander Walker on the wing, covered by Hield. Miller finds Alexander Walker. Shot clock at 5. One just from deep. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket. That he'll go to the line to shoot 3. This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And a year ago, he was an 80% shooter at the line, so that's more than acceptable.
Gary Payton is checked in for Hield. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Here's Alexander Walker. He's got 10. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Payton. And Payton throws it down hard.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Defended by Payton. Alexander Walker with the ball. Payton's there. Out to Miller. Shoots a fader. The rebound by Payton.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Warriors leading by 6. Now Pajemski. Powered down with both hands.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, you'll take it.
Here's Miller. The Warriors making the shot. Pass to Reed. Miller against Anderson. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Golden State's gone 3 of 7 tonight from 3-point territory. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Payton gets the bucket.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Alexander Walker with the ball. 10 points for him. To end the run, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Golden State Warriors. Now let's listen in to head coach Steve Kerr.
Keep everything sharp. Keep the cuts.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Warriors leading by 10. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Handle out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Edwards against Payton. Edwards dishes to Gobert. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. And here are the Warriors now. Now here's Curry. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling now.
Outside for Randall. Gobert with a screen for Randall. Green for 2 points. Randall's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, an underrated ball handler. Randall can beat you off the dribble. He keeps pressure on the defense.
Curry passes to Wiggins. DiVincenzo against Curry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. He can't get that one. Randall with some nice D. Edwards against Melton. For the 3. Well, a careless foul, and he'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
GA, what effect do you think the rule to limit flopping has had since it was put into place in the NBA?
Well, I do think we're seeing less theatrics, and there were fines before, but a flop now might impact the game itself. So I'd say it's been a bit of a deterrent.
Now here's Curry. DiVincenzo with the rebound.
Whoops. Got caught in between moves there on his way to the rack.
Outside for Randall. Oh, good on the 3.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage play.
Pass to Jackson Davis. And he goes in for the dunk.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop, that thing is over.
Gobert with a screen on Melton. Edwards. Warriors with the rebound. Green's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Curry against DiVincenzo. Dives for it. Takes a step back. Outside Curry. Shoots over DiVincenzo. And that one comes up a bit short.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Now here's McDaniel. Jackson Davis defending. Gobert with a screen on Melton. And Edwards puts up a deep 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
Now here's Curry. Lets it go from deep. Gobert pulls it in.
Whatever rhythm he had last quarter, it has left his body. He is having a hard time finding buckets.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Again, Curry missing.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate because he's destroying his teammates.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Warriors.
You know, a team can have a great shooting night without getting a lot of assists, but tonight they had both.
Yeah, and listen, you only get the assist if the guy you give it to makes the shot. So a lot of assists will up your field goal percentage, but this was a great team effort by everyone.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Stephen Curry.
He was doing everything right, and the points came in bunches. Definitely had the hot hand.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. This one for 3. They get the rebound. Four on the clock. From deep 3-point territory. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. They came in here and took care of business. All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season.
getting out of the starting blocks on the season.
Funny, BA, because teams whose results last year finished off in places they thought they could have pushed themselves a little further tend to come out with a little bit more focus. And the sooner you can get to being sharp in the early part of the season, the more wins that you pile up. And that kind of confidence can really, really carry you a long way.
All right, checking out Golden State's opening lineup. Inside, it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Stephen Curry is out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Wiggins in at the 3. Now here's Curry. Driving to the basket. Back to Jackson Davis. 5 to shoot. It's Wiggins on the wing. Shoots from the baseline. Klay Thompson pulls down the board.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Washington outside. Pass to Thompson. Doncic, a screen on Melton. Thompson passes to Doncic. And Doncic hammers it home.
A guard that can truly do it all. Doncic has tremendous power.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka Magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Here's Irving. Back to Doncic. Fires the 3. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Along with everything else, Doncic is a knockdown three-point shooter.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, Jason Kidd had a few moments to share with me. And no surprise, Steph Curry was the topic of conversation on how they'll defend Steph. Coach laughed, is there a way? I mean, this guy is not just a shooter. Steph's ball handling, his passing, it's what makes him an all-time great. It's always a pleasure to watch Steph Curry, and we get another chance to tonight. Guys.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. Now here's Curry.
Encouraging to see Doncic hustle like this on defense, wanting to make an impact and doing just this.
Irving, the pass to Doncic. Thompson in the post. Wiggins on him. The 3 from Washington. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson.
They're locked in and focused on making each possession a success.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
Oh, you gotta love the back and forth, showing real confidence at the arc.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Irving finds Thompson, and Dallas hits again from deep.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Warriors trail by 8. Curry looking it over. And the Warriors with another 3.
Anything the opponent does, trust me, Steph can do it better. He's got to be the best shooter that we've ever seen in the game.
And you got to give this Dallas front office credit for how they've acquired quality role players, Graham.
Well, BA in particular adding length and athleticism. That's helped them defensively, as well as providing some lob targets for Luka and Kyrie.
Now here's Curry, coming off a solid outing against Dallas. Here's Jackson Davis. The kick out. Curry puts up a 3. Another 3 for Golden State.
How many times have we seen this? You give Curry an inch, and that ball's gone.
Doncic outside. And Dallas hits again from deep.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Curry against Doncic. Curry with it, and he drives in. And Gafford with the block.
The length of Gafford, a difference maker defensively here.
Outside Curry. Shot clock at 6. Up and over Doncic.
And so far, they've done a great job preventing points in the paint.
Curry, no good.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out. We're trying to win this game.
Doncic finds Gafford. Banked it in off the glass.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And so it's Curry with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. They trail by 7. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's a whistle he did not want to hear, his second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Basket counts.
Steph out there puppeteering the defense, skilled at finishing around or over inside.
Doncic against Melton. Washington passes to Gafford. Outside Irving. Washington with the ball. Outside for Irving. Good if it goes. No good on the buzzer beater. Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, some stats here. The scoring breakdown for the Mavericks.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
Irving and Thompson fill out the wings. Washington and Gafford the combo inside. And it's Doncic in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Curry's shot is off. Dallas leading by 6. Well, Brent, it's been a blessing to watch Stephen Curry in real time. But he's the kind of player, his highlights will stand the test of time for years.
The best shooter that's ever played the game. Yes, it's been a real treat, BA, to watch all of that happen. But give credit to Steph. The early part of his career, shaky with the injuries, the confidence never wavered. And then all of a sudden, behind these magical hands, the game had changed.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Brian, the Mavericks are making moves to surround Luka and Kyrie with talent. Now they've given up a lot of draft picks, but that's what you do when you have superstars in their prime. With their beefed-up roster, Coach Jason Kidd says, we are deep. This is the first time the Mavs have been deep in a very long time. Brian?
I haven't been able to hear that in a while. They've got some players now, Allie. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Wiggins passes to Curry. Doncic grabs the miss. The Mavericks have gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. The 3 from Thompson. Oh, Thompson buries the tray.
Pretty much poor defensive effort there. You have to get a hand in his face when he's spotting up from distance.
Fires from 14. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Curry's got 16 points now.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Doncic passes to Irving. And it's off from 3-point range. Curry with it. Now Doncic defending. Here's Wiggins to the hole. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Good effort as Andrew Wiggins gets out on the break, running the floor. A strong finish.
Doncic passes to Irving. Kicks it to Doncic. Back to Irving from behind the arc. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game.
He can really beat you up from deep. Irving, such a sharp shooter.
Now here's Curry. 16 points for him. Stephen Curry is still playing, but the debates have already started about where he ranks among the all-time greats, Brent.
LBA, it's a matter of opinion, but if your opinion is that he shouldn't be up there, shame on you. At 6'2", this guy is pound for pound, maybe the best player that's ever suited up in this league. Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
And yep, it's good.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Wiggins with a screen on Doncic. Outside Curry. Fires from deep. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 4 rebounds now.
And they're doing strong work on the glass, a +5 advantage for them. As the deep shots continue to fall, you can sense the frustration growing among these defenders.
Curry against Doncic. Wow, Curry takes the hit and finishes inside.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Serving against Curry. Out to Thompson for three. The Warriors pull it in. Jackson Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Thompson against Wiggins. Pass to Irving. From deep. Hauled in by Curry. Warriors trail by 7. Curry takes it in. Wiggins looking around. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on Doncic.
Wiggins has showed himself over the past couple seasons as being a great two-way player. He can still do damage on the offensive end. Don't get that twisted.
And he makes a first. And we have seen Andrew Wiggins step up as the second best player on a title team. But it's all about his consistency, Brent.
Well, Andrew Wiggins' role, I believe, changed last year. A little in and out of the lineup for Andrew, and the changes around him have not been ideal. I hope that he embraces whatever it is that the coaching staff wants him to lock in this year, because as a two-way player, Andrew Wiggins is still very capable.
Dallas, no good that time either. Outside Curry. And this will be his 3rd and 4th free throws of the game here. And that one falls for Curry.
2 shots.
And so Curry nails both of them. Thompson fires from way outside. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And we're through the first half of play. All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the 3rd quarter.
Please direct your attention to...
Look at the rebounding numbers. I'm surprised they've stayed this close. They're not cleaning the glass. It's more like they're fogging it up.
Okay, so now, appreciate you joining.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
He's been excellent at cutting through the defense and giving them fits around the basket.
And you want these kind of nights where you can start to see those openings before they happen.
On the floor for the Warriors, Brandon Pajemski out there with Buddy Hield. Then it's Kuminga, then there's Kevon Looney, and it's Anderson in at the 4.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Warriors trail by 4. Outside Pajemski, Hield, a screen on Dinwiddie. Here's Pajemski, laid it in with a nice touch off the window. Pajemski's gotten 4 this quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Dinwiddie outside. From deep three-point land. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. And Grant, despite the Warriors' success over the last decade, it hasn't always been this way for this franchise.
Yeah, they didn't have many winning seasons before they got Steph, Clay, and Dre. And you know, BA, from 1978 to 2012, they made the playoffs just 6 times.
I'm not sure what the coach said at halftime, but whatever it did, it's lit a fire. They're now 4 of 4 from the field to start their offense here in the second half.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Hardy. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. Hield passes to Kuminga. Oh, Kuminga, strong like bull.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Mavericks trail by 4. And here's Dinwiddie from the arc. Sinks it from distance. Dinwiddie's got 6.
The exceptional quickness Dinwiddie brings to his plays. He lets that shot off out of nowhere.
Right side, Kuminga. Here's the 3. Rebounded by Marshall. Dallas has gotten 2 of 4 threes to fall here in this 3rd quarter. Powell passes to Marshall. Anderson against Powell. 6 on the shot clock. Hardy. It's stolen by Kuminga. And here's the fast break. Outside Pajemski. Jacks up a 3. Lively grabs the miss. The Mavericks have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Dinwiddie left side. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played, and we've got a timeout from Jason Kidd. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
Here's Hardy. He's scoreless. Nice D from Anderson.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Pass to Kuminga from outside the arc. Nails it from beyond the arc.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Powell outside. Back to Dinwiddie. 3-pointer. Knocks it down from distance. Dinwiddie's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Pajemski. Pass to Kuminga. Back to Pajemski. And the Warriors with another 3.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
There's Hardy. 1:10 left in the third. And down it goes. 2 points. Dinwiddie's got 11 points here in the second half. Outside Pajemski. Lets it go from deep. No good on the shot. And here's Dinwiddie. He'll bring it up for Dallas. They'll face the Spurs at home after this one. That'll be the second and last game of a quick homestand. Hardy, the pass to Marshall. It's Powell on the wing. For the tie, Dallas needs to get off a shot. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. Golden State has gone 5 of 10 from beyond the 3-point line in this game. Puts it up from in close. And it's Anderson getting it to go. Anderson's gotten his second bucket.
Anderson's inside game reminiscent of an old teammate of his, Boris Diaw, patient in the post around the rim.
For 3, Powell. Here's Dinwiddie. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3. All right, let's listen in. Head coach Jason.
Good D, good pull. Understand something, 1 shot, 1 rebound.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. He's decided it's time to clarify the situation, leaving little room for error. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Jason Kidd had some words for his team over the break. He told his team, once you grab the rebound, run with the ball. Don't give them a single second to catch their breath. We control the pace of this game, not them. Guys, expect the pace to pick up.
Great work, Allie. Thanks. Thompson, the small forward. Washington holding down the floor. The 2 stars in the backcourt, Luka and Kyrie. And it's Gafford in at center, filling out the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's Curry. Launches it from deep. Gafford grabs the miss. Gafford's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Washington. On the wing, Thompson. Washington against Green. Washington passes to Irving. to tie it up. Plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. Grant, we all know how good Kyrie Irving is, but he's especially lethal in the fourth quarter.
And his clutch moments go far beyond his series winner in the 2016 finals. He thrives in high-pressure moments and has done so his whole career.
Now here's Curry. On the tape, Curry creates inside.
What else can you say about Steph Curry? Simply one of the greatest shooters we've ever seen.
Here's Doncic. Wiggins with a steal. On the attack, Green. Outside Curry. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Doncic pulls down the board. Mavericks trail by 3. Three-pointer. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. The Warriors have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Curry against Doncic. Outside Curry, 6 to shoot. It's good. Curry's got 26 points.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
The 3 from Thompson doesn't go that time. The Warriors have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now.
It feels like Steph doesn't even have to look. He just knows where his teammates are.
Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Doncic passes to Gafford. From downtown, the Warriors pull it in.
Well, you make strides to get back in the ball game, but an errant shot like that can definitely cost you any kind of momentum. Have to use better judgment there.
The 3 from Curry. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Back to Thompson. Gafford with a screen on Curry. Outside for Irving. From down in the low post, it goes.
Kyrie coming alive. He does that at this stage of the game.
Curry against Doncic. On the wing, Curry. The 3 ball. And it's Irving with a rebound. Irving's got 5 rebounds tonight. And it's Doncic missing. The Warriors have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Curry, he's open. The 15-footer is good. Curry's got 28.
You know he's going to have the ball, and then you feel he's going to come through. He did it there.
And here's Doncic outside. Luka! Lethal!
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Outside Curry. And they get it back. The 3 is up. Oh, gets the 3 to fall.
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Now here's Irving. From deep, here's Doncic. Tries again. Gafford finds Washington. And here's Irving. Back to Doncic. Outside for Irving. They grab their own miss. Cash.
That's a pure effort play. Nice tip in.
And that's a skill you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Doncic against Curry. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Jonathan, the big guy. Gary Payton, the second.
Now Curry. And he commits the intentional foul.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he's unable to get the second one. And so Jason Kidd calls for the timeout. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Let's hear from our analyst. Give us your take on the strategy being discussed right now.
They should have a play prepared for this scenario. Little time, you need a three. Of course, the D will be guarding the line, but no one said it was going to be easy. And there's only one option. They need a triple.
Nah, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Out of bounds, it'll go to the Warriors. It's stolen by Doncic. And so the big win by Golden State in a tight game. With the late hard alley. Good stuff there. Thanks for that. That concludes the first game of the NBA season.
NBA opening night, one of the best days. It's on the calendar. I know you're as excited as I am.
I sure am. Finally, Kevin, we get some games that count. We've been waiting months for tonight, and I love how at this point, everybody has playoff aspirations.
A lot of optimism, isn't there, Coach?
There sure is. This is the best day of the year.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Randall out there with Rudy Gobert. And it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard position. And here is Doncic after Anthony Edwards made that last three-pointer. And it goes down 2 points.
Almost effortless looking. Kyrie's motion inside is so well practiced.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Jason Kidd and I talked a few minutes ago, and we talked about the tall task of facing Anthony Edwards. Coach said he is so physical. Ant looks more like a linebacker than a wing, so we can't foul Edwards too much. That's playing right into his hands. So they'll try to play him tight without sending him to the line. Not easy to do. Back to you guys.
Thank you, David.
The all-around game of Doncic is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but
oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Washington, that's good.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Edwards looking it over. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. With the teardrop, DiVincenzo can't hit it. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Down low, it's stolen by Gobert. Irving against DiVincenzo. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Doncic. Pass to Washington. From the arc, another three for Dallas.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Edwards. From downtown, another miss by Minnesota. Here's Dallas. They're on a 13-5 run here. Stolen by McDaniels. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Randall outside. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
And that is a big man rumbling downhill. Randall is an excellent pick-and-roll partner.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Doncic. He's got 5. Here's Irving. Julius Randle with the rebound.
Wow. Missed the easy one right there, right at the rim, but came up empty.
And standing 6'9", Jaden McDaniels, possessing tremendous length for a perimeter defender.
Yeah, Kevin, and he can really move his feet, too. Jaden McDaniels is clearly one of the best and most versatile perimeter defenders in the league.
Tries the spin move. Doncic kicks to Irving. Washington sets the pick for Irving. Pass to Washington. It's stolen by Edwards. Randall outside. Back to DiVincenzo. 3-pointers off the mark. Here's McDaniels. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Edwards. Doncic with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And then Washington with the dunk.
And great steal and look ahead there. Compared to most guys his age, Doncic sees the game at another level.
Outside Edwards. Launches a 3. Sinks the 3-pointer. Edwards got a couple of threes now in the first with the Timberwolves.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
Defensive foul. Anthony Edwards. That's his second personal. Second team foul.
The original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Spins. Doncic passes to Irving. Here's the 3. Doesn't go for it. Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Mavericks ahead, up 5. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Dallas.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And another thing coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating some offensive opportunities.
The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. Big men on the floor for Italy, Washington and Gafford. And it's Thompson in at the 3 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
Well, you know, every team is looking for a defensive anchor. Gobert fills that role to perfection.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Edwards passes to Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
Well, Gobert understands how to capitalize off these sets. Great movement by him after setting the screen.
A moment to check out Luka Doncic here. Coming off a terrific season. Tops in scoring. And of course, he's got a nose for the ball. He ranked in the top 10 in steals last season.
And his unmatchable instincts for scoring the basketball. That's what made him number 1 last year. You can't stop him. And you can't even really contain him. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Mavericks at last season's trade deadline added length by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington. Coach Jason Kidd says they help on both ends. Gafford has the ability to roll, has great hands. P.J. can put the ball on the floor and guard 1 through 5. And then defensively, they both bring physicality. Kevin?
David, there is an argument to be made. That was one of the best trades at midseason this league has seen in a very long time. Well, we know, GA, the Mavs are so adept at hunting the matchups they want. They're patient and methodical.
They never look like they're in a rush, right? Even when you send a double or trap the ball, the Mavs stay calm and know where to go. It's what makes slowing down their pick and roll so difficult.
A 3. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
And he's got a good handle, excellent body control. Doncic is a threat to pull up from anywhere.
For 3, Edwards. Offensive rebound. McDaniels. Goes up again. Out to Edwards. Driving, it's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Hey, good luck stopping Edwards when he puts his head down and attacks the basket.
Thompson, a screen on Edwards. Lets it go. Doncic, no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Near the three-point line, it's Edwards. No good. That would have tied it.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Irving for three. Stafford kicks to Washington. It's stolen by Randall. And he drives in. And contact on the... And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge.
Second team foul.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Irving missing. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. Well, when Edwards gets this hot, all an opponent can hope to do is limit the damage.
Doncic against Edwards. And the slam by Doncic.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Now Edwards. His last outing, he had 24 points. 6 on the shot clock. That 3 off the mark.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Out to Doncic. Off target with his 3. Minnesota's got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Irving passes to Washington. Doncic against Edwards. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Second personal foul.
It's on Anthony Edwards.
What determination from Doncic, pushing his shot through despite some stiff defense to draw the foul.
Timberwolves trail.
Definitely got to use the clock here and get the last shot.
Yeah, but if you get an open look, you got to think about taking it no matter how much time is left on the clock.
Edwards inside. Edwards making a statement.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Doncic from deep creep. Got it! Oh, what a hit!
That is such a tough shot.
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
It'll be the 76ers against the Magic in Orlando. It's going to tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. It's getting to that first half of action from Minnesota. They find themselves in the middle of a tight one.
Chucking up all those threes is clearly not working.
Thanks for joining us. Now,
and we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. I've got Joe Ingles. Reed is out there with Miller. Then it's Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Dillingham in at the point. It's deflected. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those two guys.
They set the pick. It's up a 3. Wow, through the contact in that. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated. Good call.
3 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able now. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Here's Dillingham. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Dillingham's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Now, here's Dinwiddie. D right on him. Here's Marshall. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And how about the awareness of Dinwiddie? Excellent job spotting the open teammate there.
Dillingham with it. Got a piece of it.
Not a great start to the second half. Just 1 for 4. Got to find ways to generate better looks here.
Dinwiddie with it, and it's Miller picking him up. Lively, that's good. Lively's got the lead up to 9 now for Dallas.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Here's Alexander Walker. They get it back. Ingles. Pass to Dillingham. Reed with a screen for Dillingham. It's out of bounds. Nice touch by Lively. And Greg, talk about a guy who can create for himself. Dillingham can already score on elite defenders.
Yeah, and Kevin, a lot of that is his footwork. You can see the hours he's put into it. And then add in the body control and quickness. Good luck slowing this young man down.
Dinwiddie passes to Hardy. Dinwiddie outside. And Marshall kicks to Dinwiddie. 5 on the clock. In the corner, Lively with it. It's intercepted. And now the Timberwolves on the break. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good.
All right, I'm just going to say it. He's 0 for the game. Might be time to stop shooting the ball.
And it's Hardy with the jam.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
1:31 left to play in the third. Here's Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, this has been a frustrating night for him. Still without any points.
Timberwolves trail by 11. Here's Dillingham. Misses and the dry spell continues.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots. Better selection. You have to be set up for success.
Out to Miller. Pass to Ingles. Back to Miller. Clock at 6. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Here's Reed, who's back up, and it's good on the layup. Reeves got his first bucket of the night.
Just one of many things Reed contributes on the floor. His ability to save plays by just being in the right place.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Powell kicks to Dinwiddie. Back to Powell. Dallas needs to get off a shot. No good on the triple. Pass to Alexander Walker. Puts up a deep three. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks enjoying a 12-point. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, that's high-level playmaking. He makes it look easy, but it's not.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Big men on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the three. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Doncic dishes to Irving. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Gobert, the pass to Randall. For three. Drills it from outside. Randall's got it back down to single digits for the Timberwolves.
And helping the team space the floor there. Randall with so much more confidence now from the outside.
And Doncic throws it down.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that number.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Yeah, they're not pulling any punches here. Even the guards are attacking the basket.
Edwards drives in. And despite his young age, Coach Van Gundy, Anthony Edwards' leadership qualities growing day by day.
Yeah, Kevin, and a lot of it's because he is great at both ends of the court. Confident, charismatic, upbeat. He's learning that delicate balance between taking over a game and bringing his teammates along for the ride.
And it's Doncic missing. It's Gobert with the ball for Minnesota. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
He recognized the change of possession and got in front for the score. Randall just a step ahead on that one.
And Thompson kicks to Irving. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. The three. Washington passes to Irving. Back to Washington. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Lays it up off the glass. And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Minnesota.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
Dallas leading by 3. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Thompson finds Washington. Irving with it. Now defended by Randall. Dallas, no good that time either. Minnesota with the ball. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And finished off by Edwards.
Well, you need a bucket? Give it to Edwards. He's got that clutch.
Pass to Doncic. 1:52 left in the fourth quarter of this one. From past the arc. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Doncic has got 22.
And he just seems to always deliver in the clutch. And he's got it going right now. That's who they want taking the big shot.
Edwards with another miss. Dallas has gone into a funk from downtown in the fourth. Only one of their 5 3-pointers has found the bottom of the bucket. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. Doncic looking it over. Lets it go with a 3. Irving dishes to Doncic. Back to Irving. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves have gone 5 of 8 shooting as we've come down the home stretch in this final quarter. Randall against Washington. Randall kicks to McDaniel. Here's Edwards.
Big-time basket. That's a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
It's stolen by Edwards. And now the fast break. Edwards with the ball. To take the lead. Kyrie Irving grabs the miss. And so it's Dallas with it. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Third team foul.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. Both at the line. It's a 4-point ball game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
9 seconds left in the fourth quarter. It's in!
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort.
And now an intentional foul. They need the ball back as soon as possible.
No choice but to foul there, but he's probably the last guy you want to see on the line.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. Minnesota calls timeout. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Yeah, pure desperation right now. Do you think there's enough time?
Tries a 3 off the inbound. It drops. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
Good on the first, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now, amazing, perfect timing there.
And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime, and we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. Edwards on the wing. He's joined by McDaniel. Julius Randle is out there with Gobert, and it's DiVincenzo in at the point guard. Thompson passes to Doncic. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. 24 points for Luka Doncic. Stan, we talk about this every night. So much great young talent coming into the NBA. Is there one player, though, in particular, who right now stands out to you?
But I have to say, Kevin, Victor Wembanyama, I don't know that we have ever seen a guy of that size do the things that he does. Now, you can say, well, what about Nikola Jokic? Well, Nikola Jokic, first of all, is not Victor Wembanyama's size. And then Victor's handle and his length, the guy's incredible. He's going to be the face of the NBA for a long, long time. Well, you know, Gobert is only going to shoot it when he gets a high percentage look like that.
just over a minute into overtime here. Irving dishes to Doncic. Irving against DiVincenzo. 6 to shoot. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
So hard to contain. Irving enjoys putting the D on their heels and drawing fouls.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
Great work at the line under pressure. They're that much closer to putting this game away.
Outside Edwards. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Thompson, a screen on McDaniel. On the wing, Irving. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Irving's got 5 points now in the quarter.
The corner 3 by Kyrie. That's a nice ring to it. And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Well, we know Edwards has an outstanding skill set, but what makes him truly special is his competitive will and ability to handle high-pressure moments.
Nice work there. This is a point in the game where if you get a chance to close the gap, you've got to make the most of it.
Pass to Doncic. Moving against DiVincenzo. Doncic kicks to Irving. Shoots the 3. Minnesota with the rebound.
This has reached desperation time for them.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on. Well, when you need a bucket, you can go to Gobert, a high-percentage scorer who doesn't waste his attempts.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game. First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
Taking care of business at the line, and he adds some cushion to their lead.
Edwards, no good.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
13 foul.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, time is not on their side. Score is not on their side. Nothing you can do.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They had to scrape and claw to push it to overtime, but they really came on in the extra period.
What a ride. I mean, I thought it might end in regulation, but you know what? They came through big and did exactly what was necessary once we got into OT.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the put. All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. So, for Stan Van Gundy.
Welcome you to Friday Night. And a look at Minnesota's opening lineup. Ant is at the 2 with McDaniels playing the 3. Rudy Gobert is out there with Julius Randle. And it's DiVincenzo in at point. And for the Warriors, inside it's Green next to Jackson Davis. Stephen Curry is out there with DeAnthony Melton. And it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. And how much fun is it to watch these guys move the basketball, Clark?
Well, they've got two main ingredients. One, you've got to have a system that demands unselfishness, and then you need players that are willing to play unselfishly, and they've got both of those things.
Now here's McDaniels. Randle inside, working on Green. Here's McDaniels, clock at 6. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him how Rudy Gobert alters their usual game plan. Coach acknowledged that he's a factor and said Rudy definitely demands more from us offensively. We have to be careful where we put our shooters with him waiting for swats. Coach thinks intelligent offense is what it takes to beat Gobert. Back to you.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And Minnesota with possession here, following the score by Golden State. Here's Edwards. He got a piece of it. Nifty move. And a nice layup by Curry.
Zero fear from Curry inside. 2 more points in his Hall of Fame career.
And when you look back at the 2023 draft.
Oh, man.
Oh!
What a punch that was.
Bad intentions.
Show us what you got, young fella. Anthony Edwards. Love to see you operate like that.
DiVincenzo against Curry. Outside for Green. Soft touch off the glass.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing him to do work scoring the ball.
Outside Edwards. Shoots over Melton. Drops one in from the wing. Edwards has got 6. The Warriors have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Payton's checked in for the Warriors.
Team foul. Now into the lineup for your Warriors.
Curry against DiVincenzo. Wiggins outside. The 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Edwards looking for an opening. Randle outside. Back to Edwards. 6 on the shot clock. Lays it up and banks it in. Give him 8 points now.
Built like a linebacker, Edwards is not your average off guard, folks.
The kick out to Wiggins. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Curry's got 3 assists tonight.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Edwards with it. Now Wiggins defending. And Edwards slams it in.
Boy, how about the strength of Edwards? Confident in taking on defenders and finishing.
And Anthony Edwards has stated that his goal is to ultimately surpass Michael Jordan.
Hey, look, that is a lofty goal to run after. I don't know if he'll catch it, but I like the fact that he's ambitious enough and confident enough to put it out there. His ability speaks for itself. This guy's a star already, and his star continues to shine. His work ethic and confidence give me belief that he's going to have a chance to at least get close to that. We know about 25 years ago, there was a guy named Kobe Bryant who sought to do something similar to what MJ did, and he got pretty close to matching it.
Curry, a screen on McDaniels. Back to Curry. Second shot opportunity, and he sinks the layup. Curry Curry's gotten a second bucket on the night.
Hey, inside Curry has all the tricks. Floaters, scoop shots, fallaways, left hand, right hand. However he has to do it, he will.
And Edwards slams it in.
Now, I know he makes it look easy, but it takes incredible physical tools to pull that off.
Athleticism and explosion.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Wiggins outside. Curry against McDaniels. Curry passes to Wiggins. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Curry. Curry's got 4 assists in the game.
Nice fluid motion off the catch there. I mean, Wiggins becoming a dangerous jump shooter.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Edwards. Score that basket. His 8th out of 9 shots here today.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
Curry against DiVincenzo. 4-3. The shot misses. Anthony Edwards has been on display for the Timberwolves. An insane quarter. No one. And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And let's take a moment here to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
In the early goings, their effort level has been exceptional. The speeding around the defense and opening up options with good penetration.
In addition to that, how about the mid-range action we've seen from this group? Utilizing the jump shot to get them started in the right manner in this one.
Wiggins and Green hold down the forward spots. DeAnthony Melton out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Jackson Davis in at the center position. That's the Warriors 5. Here's Curry. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Boy, he's got to be kicking himself for failing to make that shot. That's money.
Pass to Gobert. DiVincenzo with it. Tipped away. Now here's Curry. Turned in an outstanding game against Dallas. Wiggins with a screen on DiVincenzo. The kick out, Curry. And we played through the first minute here in the second. That won't go either for Curry. Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And yeah, they're excited. And for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Second quarter basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Edwards driving. Oh, he is cooking right now. 10 for 11 from the field.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
The kick out to Wiggins. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Wiggins has got 9.
No hesitation from Wiggins, shooting with confidence and conviction.
It's Edwards on the wing. Melton covers, and Edwards slams it in.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet.
Outstanding awareness and a terrific finish.
Melton misses.
Probably should have scored there. He usually does.
And Edwards, here we go. Jackson Davis grabs a miss.
Not really the best decision. I mean, get the easy 2, the for sure 2. No need to make it fancy and special.
Pass to Curry. Takes a 3. McDaniels with the rebound.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the Timberwolves are one of the biggest teams in the association, and Coach Chris Finch said, quote, "That's how we're built. It's part of our identity. That's what we have to lean into. We want to be big at the rim and force our size on opponents." Brian, he loves to see other teams hesitant to venture into the paint.
Hearing footsteps, right? Allie, thanks. And from what we've seen so far in his career, Anthony Edwards wants to be that guy in crunch time, Clark.
B.A., I love his mentality. Not only in that he wants to be the guy, but he also wants to elevate his teammates, and he plays the game with an exuberance and a joy and a freshness that is, quite good to see. But I like his attack mentality and his willingness to step into leading his team by example at both ends of the floor.
Minnesota leading by 7. Here's Edwards. And there's the drive. That's in. Coming off an assist from Randall. Edwards has got 10 points in the quarter.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
The 3 from Curry. And again, no good by Golden State.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm.
Edwards can't hit.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Melton passes to Wiggins, and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. Let's look at the top rebounders from last season. Second is Rudy Gobert.
Simply put, he was terrific down low last year, owning the glass.
59 seconds left in the first half of this one. Outside Edwards. He takes it in. Oh, a sensational slam by Amp.
Edwards is rolling right now. If I'm his teammates, he's getting the rock every time.
Wiggins with a screen on DiVincenzo. On the attack, Curry. Wiggins looking around. DiVincenzo against Curry. Just 5 on the clock to win the cold spell. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 5 rebounds in the game.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. Strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Edwards is doubled. Randall, the pass to Edwards. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. No good with a jumper from the wing. And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter ahead by 11 points. They know Curry can go for 50, 60 any night. So they're forcing someone else to beat him. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Well, I think for the Warriors, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah. And turning our attention back to that first half of action, guys, Anthony Edwards was in complete control. That's it for us.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And you know, Anthony Edwards has been really making it happen, guys.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. We've got Nas Reed. Joe Ingles is out there with Miller. Then there's Dillingham. And it's Alexander Walker in at the 2. Outside, Anderson. Into the lane. Stolen by Miller. Outside, Alexander Walker. Reed passes to Alexander Walker. Excellent D there from Kuminga. Warriors trail by 8. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. You know, Clark, over the past few seasons, we've seen a historic amount of 20-point-per-game scorers in the league.
And that's a function, BA, of the overall skill level being at its all-time high in league history in my mind, but also the pace of play, the way the game is played, three-point shooting, there's scoring, there's more scoring, so more guys are scoring. And I think on top of that, it's a little easier to score because of how the game is played and officiated. It's tilted a little more in favor of the offense for the entertainment value of point production.
First team foul.
Outside heel. Pass to Anderson. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Miller. The Timberwolves lead by 8. Here's Dillingham. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. It's not going to go for him.
1 for 4 in the second half. Just trying to get into a rhythm.
You know, to be a high-volume shooter like Buddy Hield, you have to have a lot of self-confidence, Clark.
Well, not just self-confidence, B.A. You better have the ability to knock down shots, and Buddy Hield has that in spades. He can get it done from any direction he needs to, going right, going left off the catch. He can dribble into the 3 on occasion. That shot he's got is pure.
I'll tell you what, they've been aggressive and they've been physical.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
There's a screen. Kuminga with it. He's picked up by Miller. Hield from outside. Drills it from deep.
Leave it to Hield to respond. A consistent three-point sniper.
Minnesota in the lead. Here's Dillingham. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Dillingham was the 6th man during his lone college season, Grant, and he proved to be instant offense.
Oh, he's got elite speed. He's great at creating space, and he's incredibly shifty. You know, he reminds me of Lou Williams in terms of physique and ability.
And the basket by Hield.
After a brutal first half from the field, their shots are finally starting to fall.
Third quarter of basketball here. A little... Oh, throw it down!
Nice! Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Clock is at 3. And they forced the shot clock violation. Great D.
And give them credit for getting after it on the offensive glass. Finishing in the top 5 and converting second chance points. An impressive display of heart and hustle.
And you brought up their rebounding. It was impossible to beat them on the boards. They were committed to that part of the game. Here's Dillingham, defended by Pajemski. There's 57 seconds left in the third. Right side read. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And now it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead. Outside Kuminga. Hield against Ingles. Here's Looney. Outside Pajemski. There's a screen by Kuminga. Fires for 3. The shot won't fall.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Pass to Dillingham. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Steve Kerr with some words for his players.
He's picking us apart, right?
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And it's Edwards with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. They lead by 11, largest margin of the game. They've got Jonathan Kuminga. Kyle Anderson is out there with Kevon Looney. Then it's Buddy Hield, and it's Pajemski in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Payton against Edwards. The Warriors pull it in. Right side Curry. It's deflected.
Well, you can't go up weak against Randall, otherwise he's going to block it.
Blocked. Curry with it. And Dante DiVincenzo is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game.
First team foul.
The three from Curry.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Pajemski's checked in for Curry. So it's Minnesota now. They lead by 11. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It goes on Brandon Pajemski. And Grant, once again, Stephen Curry hit 300 threes last season. And he's in a class of his own.
Well, there have been 7 300-plus three-point seasons ever. Stephen has 5 of them. He has the only 400 three-point year ever. So, yeah, B.A., Stephen has created his own class.
And the Warriors making a change here. Curry's checked in. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Wiggins with a screen on DiVincenzo. 4 on the clock. And there's Wiggins. That's good. On the assist by Curry. Curry's got 6 assists now in the game. Outside Edwards. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. Pass to Gobert. DiVincenzo against Curry. Another shot. They get the rebound. Gobert. Oh, persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
The rebounding differential is a major story in this game.
Yeah, and they've been on the winning end. I mean, effort is one thing you can always control in addition to attitude. I would credit this lead to force of will.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
And guys, now that they're rolling from out there, the defense has to really get up into them. You've got to almost be in their jerseys to try to deny those looks.
Here's Gobert. Oh, easy 2 for Gobert.
Double-digit boards, a regular occurrence for Gobert. Makes it easier to get those second-chance hoops, too.
Wiggins outside. Back to Curry. Wiggins with a screen on DiVincenzo. Wiggins outside. The kick out, Curry. And the Warriors with another 3.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
And he hits it and gets hacked. A 3-point chance here if he can convert.
That's all weight room right there. Edwards powers through the contact for the hoop and the harm.
Let's get a quick check of the scoring breakdown here for the Timberwolves.
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And following that, the number of second-chance buckets they've tallied has been superb, showing no mercy in hitting the offensive glass.
The kick out to Wiggins. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Warriors making a switch here. Melton's checked in.
Number 8. Anthony.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. Now Randall takes the 3. Here's Gobert. Rudy Gobert finishes strong inside.
Gobert so good around the rim. Had that shot back before the defense could do anything with it.
Wiggins with a screen on DiVincenzo. Wiggins outside. Launches a 3. McDaniels with the rebound. McDaniels got 4 rebounds now. Hauled in by Curry.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
Well, with a comeback out of range, we can put a bow on this one. Good performance for the Timberwolves.
Boy, this was one physical game, guys.
They obviously felt that was an advantage of theirs coming in, and they were able to be relentless inside as a result.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for Anthony Edwards.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team. I mean, he was amazing tonight.
You see why they trust Curry. I mean, give him the rock and let him make a play.
Here's Edwards. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
They have a relentless mentality, even with the game in total control.
And, you know, until that final buzzer sounds, I mean, you've got to treat every possession like it's crucial.
The three from Curry. The rebound by the Timberwolves. They held a 12-point lead earlier. No need to shoot. This one is done.
Yes, they've got to be happy with tonight's effort.
It's stolen by Curry. And that one's good. Melton. 7 seconds left in the final quarter. Outside Edwards. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. And that'll do it for this inaugural game of the NBA.
A team's confidence to start the season strong.
Kevin, I think it means more if you're a young team. If your roster is filled with veterans, you're looking at the bigger picture.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. And one forward, Thompson. And the other forward, Washington. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. And it's Gafford in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's the Mavericks getting on the board first. Back to Wiggins. Golden State moving it around. 5 to shoot. Wiggins, that's a screen for Curry. Doncic with the steal. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. Andrew Wiggins pulls it in.
Oh, no excuse for a guy of his caliber. You've got to finish that slam. Got to be a little embarrassed by that one.
Now here's Wiggins. His last outing, he had 8 points. Pass to Curry. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Gets it to go. That one good from Melton.
Well, this is what makes Steph Curry so difficult to defend, right? A sharp passer on top of everything else he brings in terms of his scoring ability.
Irving against Curry. And that one drops.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Here's Curry following the basket by Kyrie Irving. Pass to Wiggins. Now here's Curry. Fires from deep. And it's Klay Thompson with the rebound. There's a screen by Washington. Out to Doncic. Back to Thompson. Doncic against Melton. Washington passes to Doncic. Off target from three-point range. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And doors to last season's trading deadline. Dallas making moves for Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington.
Kevin, this was cool in a couple of ways. For P.J. Washington, a hometown kid. For Daniel Gafford, he grew up 4 hours away. But most importantly, these two guys fit like a glove around the incredible Luka Doncic. Sometimes roster construction just works beautifully.
Now Curry. After Luka Doncic's three-pointer that didn't go. Curry kicks to Melton. Lets the three fly. Outside for Curry. Buries the long-range jumper.
It is indisputable, not debatable. It's over. Stephen Curry is the greatest shooter who's ever lived.
In the first 2 minutes.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Wiggins. Nothing on the board. And it's Wiggins with the jam.
Well, Andrew Wiggins, elite quickness, the power finish, that is beautiful.
Doncic kicks to Gafford. Jacks up a three. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Irving.
3 points.
Doncic has got 6.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, Kyrie Irving has teamed up with Luka Doncic. Ty says he's a winner. I'm a winner. We like going against the best. That's where we connect. It's about how we galvanize the rest of the group. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot. I've failed and succeeded at the highest level. And I want to get back to that place. Kevin?
And if anybody can do it, it is Kai. Title or bust. Thank you, D.A. And here's Wiggins following the three-pointer by Kyrie Irving. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Buries it from three-point range. Curry's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And you got the feeling that was coming. Curry loves coming back with a 3 of his own.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
Now here's Curry. Playing Dallas, he was nearly unstoppable. Wiggins outside. A 3-ball. It's rebounded by Dallas. Last time they lost to the Warriors.
And turnovers were the story for them when they saw each other last. I mean, just a heartbreaking way to lose the game.
Got it up. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, the star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. At one forward, Thompson. At the other forward, Washington. And it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. And now running it up the court, Green pushing it all the way. Stolen by Washington. Thompson looking for an opening. Gafford with the ball. Now defended by Wiggins. And Thompson gets it to go.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And it's Wiggins missing. Mavericks leading by 9. Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out Doris a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job. Excellent setup. The pre-shot preparation, getting into that catch-and-shoot game. We see it, Kyrie.
Curry passes to Wiggins. Outside for Curry. Fires the 3. Pass to Wiggins. 3-pointer. The offensive rebound. Curry, a screen on Doncic. Wiggins passes to Curry. Now Melton leaps for it, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul. and the San Antonio Spurs. Then on Sunday, they'll tip it off. A road trip beginning in Oklahoma City where they'll take on the Thunder.
And going up against the Pelicans, that's one to watch for. Fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm interested in how those teams match up in the early part of this year.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Outside Irving. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Doncic. Irving's got the lead up to 13 now for the Mavs. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
First team foul.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Healed outside. Stolen by Washington.
All you have to do is point to their turnovers this quarter. There's a reason the scoreboard looks like it does.
Irving kicks to Doncic. Thompson, high post. He has 6. Just 5 on the clock. Doncic dishes to Irving. The tray. It's rebounded by Kuminga.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
When a team, Doris, is on a losing streak, what lessons can be learned from that?
Kevin, you know this. Losing streaks seem to be inevitable in the NBA. The season is too long to go through without some adversity. What I think you learn is grit and how to keep fighting even when you don't have your best game available.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Last game for the Mavericks, it was a loss to Utah. He takes it in, and it's Hardy with the jam.
Defensive foul.
Some power coming from the PG.
That's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Mavericks making a switch here. Morris is checked in. Now here's Hield. 14 points from him the last game against Dallas.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Warriors trail by 15. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Warriors, number 1.
They had such a strong presence in the paint, just a physical team. They dominated the interior in terms of rebounding.
And the second free throw, good.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Here's Hardy. And it's Looney with the rebound. Look at the last game for the Golden State Warriors. It was a win against Dallas. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to 12 on the bucket from Kuminga.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
Hardy passes to Marshall. Morris against Anderson. Morris kicks to Marshall. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
All right, a chance to look at numbers for Buddy Hield. Last season's performance for him averaged about 12 points a game, 3 assists and 3 rebounds. You know, you look at the numbers and you think that this is great, but we know that he's capable of even bigger production.
You know, the numbers look okay, but the eye test tells us unequivocally he is capable of more. That is the sign of a star right there.
With the drive, over to the left wing. Pass to Pajemski. Three-pointer. Mavericks with the rebound. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Now, here's Exum, covered by Hield. Now, here's Hardy. Morris finds Exum. Morris with the screen for Exum. Exum. The Mavericks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one. And Morris drops them both. Here's Hield. And it is good! the buzzer. Wow.
One eye on the rim.
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Fans, please direct.
Looking at Dallas, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Mavericks.
They're moving well on offense. Great team.
And that'll do it for...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Up front, it's Green at the 4 with Jackson Davis at the 5. DeAnthony Melton out there with Curry. And it's Wiggins in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5.
Just stellar defense from Derek Lively. Uses that length to send it back.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Kept alive. Kuminga the pass to Looney. Here's Podziemski. Guarded by Doncic. Just 4 to shoot. That's a 2 from Hield. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, these are the types of opportunities his team tries to generate for Buddy Hield. He is just so efficient as a jump shooter.
Thompson finds Doncic. Back to Thompson. Out to Doncic. Takes the 3. The Warriors pull it in. Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Here's Irving. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Now Podziemski, still without a basket. Driving inside. Kuminga with a wide open look. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 10-point lead.
Boy, Thompson keeps his composure through the contact. If you're going to foul him, it better be done right because you don't want to give him this and one.
And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Maxi Kleber comes in for P.J. Washington. Dinwiddie's checked in for Irving. And it's Hardy in for Doncic. Both teams deciding to change it up.
Substitution on the court.
Curry looking it over. Shoots over Hardy. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Curry's got 8 points.
Well, the pick and roll is a play that Curry loves to operate, and he's always asking and seeking opportunities in this kind of situation.
Now, here's Hardy. Defense is right there. Over to the wing. Exum finds Dinwiddie. Dallas again missing. Warriors trail by 11. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Kevin, thanks very much. The Mavericks have been much improved defensively. Coach Jason Kidd says when you're leaning on Luka offensively to deliver, and he does, you have to be able to cover him. Not just him, but Kyrie. The focus on playing defense and protecting one another is at a high right now. It can't just be 3 guys. It has to be all 5. Kevin?
It is, David. You're right. It's a team game. Back to Kleba. Clock at 6. Some nice passing here by Dallas. There's the 3. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. And another shot. Lively, that's good. And the Mavericks lead by 13.
What energy on the offensive boards. The defense can't match the effort, and they paid the price.
Screen by Wiggins. Outside Curry. Pass to Melton. Launches it. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling a shot clock violation. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Looking to get back on track here. Thompson finds Irving. Back to Thompson. Over in the corner, Doncic. Washington sets the pick for Doncic. 3 on the clock. Thompson passes to Doncic. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Doncic has got 9.
We know this is one aspect that Luka consistently goes to. It's either in the paint or from deep. You've got to guard the long ball.
Shot by Pajemski, no good.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Doncic outside. Pass to Washington. Outside Irving. Doncic outside. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation.
Golden State basketball.
There's 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Third team foul. Substitution on the court.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Melton with a screen on Doncic. Curry kicks to Melton. And again, it's the Warriors missing. And here's Washington outside. Another 3 for Dallas.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
And so it's Dallas, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. And a moment ago inside the huddle with head coach.
We got to get the first domino to fall, and then it's boom, boom, boom. The extra pass.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for the Mavericks. Irving on the wing along with Thompson. Big man on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. And it's Doncic in at point guard. They get it back. Six on the shot clock. Gafford finds Doncic. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Mavericks lead by 19.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Curry on the wing. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Luka Doncic.
And despite what is a lock Hall of Fame career, Stephen Curry has no let-up. He is chasing excellence.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Washington sets the pick for Doncic. Washington against Green. Washington passes to Doncic. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Well, Stephen Curry, obviously an excellent distributor. He loves to make his teammates feel good.
Doncic kicks to Washington. Back to Irving. Out to Thompson. Doncic right side. Outside Irving. It's stolen by Curry. Green passes to Curry. Curry gets inside and lays it in.
Simply crushing it right now. So much more accurate in the second half than he was in the first.
Here's Irving. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
Green with a screen on Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Curry kicks to Melton. Jackson Davis controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Thompson on the drive.
Yeah, Thompson can be fast and nimble on the drive, catching him unprepared.
Outside Curry. Green with a screen for Curry. In the corner, it's Melton. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
And Thompson kicks to Doncic. Offered a screen on Melton. Out to Thompson from deep. Thompson with the 3.
Klay Thompson is not about to let a 3 go unanswered. Big time shot.
Outside Curry. Pass to Melton from outside the arc. And another 3 for Golden State.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that 3-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And here's Thompson. Irving for 3. Wiggins with the rebound. Warriors trail by 12. Here's Curry with the 3. In the corner, it's Melton. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Melton's got 11 here in this quarter alone. And it's Irving with the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Washington passes to Doncic. Washington sets the pick for Doncic. Back to Washington. And that's an intentional foul.
Draymond Green. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Tries to keep it alive. Up top, Jackson Davis. Covered by Gafford. Curry outside. And Irving pulls it down. Here are the Mavericks now. 9-point game. Melton against Doncic. Now, here is Irving. Not a lot of room. Out to Doncic. Shot clock at 5. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
But the truth is they've had control of this game.
And I couldn't agree more. What makes it that much more impressive, they're doing it on the road.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Curry with another miss. The 3 for Doncic. No good. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a run. All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David